Ever wondered why the asphalt often tells a different story for our beloved pets? You've seen it. A dog calmly waits at a crosswalk, then a cat darts into traffic with reckless abandon. This isn't just a difference in personality, it's a profound clash of ancient survival programming, a hidden war between primeval instincts forged in distant wildernesses and the concrete realities of our modern world. The answer to this puzzling disparity is far more intricate and far darker than you might imagine. Imagine a world before paved roads, before roaring engines, a dense, shadowy jungle, perhaps the Amazon rainforest, or the rugged slopes of the Atlas Mountains in Morocco. This is where the feline code was written, a solitary hunter relying on stealth, ambush, and an acute sense of self-preservation. When a cat panics, its conscious, reasoning brain, the part that might register a 2-ton vehicle hurtling towards it, snaps offline. What takes over is an instinctive program, honed over millennia, designed for very different threats. This ancient blueprint operates on 3 deadly directives. The first, when overwhelmed by terror, a cat instinctively seeks the smallest, darkest, most confined space it can find. This behavior, perfect for evading a larger predator in a dense thicket, becomes a tragic flaw on an open highway. To a panicked cat, the shadowed underside of a moving car, the space between its rumbling tires, or the dark recess beneath a truck axle can mimic the safety of a cave or a dense bush. It looks like a haven, a place to disappear, even as that haven moves at lethal speeds. A small black stray in the sprawling alleyways of Marrakesh, Morocco, might see the chassis of a passing taxi not as danger, but as a potential sanctuary, a temporary shadow in which to vanish. The second rule is equally counterproductive in a modern setting. When cornered, a cat doesn't flee, it fights. It becomes a compact bundle of primal fury. Picture a leopard in the plains of the Serengeti facing a threat it cannot outrun. It arches its back, hisses, bares its fangs, and stands its ground, ready to scratch, bite, and defend its life. This same instinct drives a domestic cat. Faced with the overwhelming presence of a speeding vehicle, instead of retreating, it might freeze, puff itself up, and prepare to confront the mechanical beast. This isn't defiance. It's an involuntary, deeply ingrained response to an perceived inescapable threat, utterly futile against several tons of steel and rubber. And then there is the third, and perhaps most lethal directive. If a sudden, startling sound, like a car horn blaring, sends a cat into a frenzy, its deepest instinct is to retreat straight back to the perceived safe place it just left. If that initial safe place was the spot it was hiding moments before, directly beneath the vehicle's path, then this survival instinct becomes a death sentence. It's a return to the last known position of safety, which, in the blink of an eye, is directly back into the path of danger. These are not flaws in the cat's design, they are exquisite adaptations for a world that no longer exists for them. Let's consider a practical yet tragic scenario. In the quiet cobblestone village of Piaudal, nestled in the Serra do Açor mountains of Portugal, a new road has been built, connecting it to the larger world. A sleek black cat named Midnight, born among the ancient stone houses, has always navigated its narrow paths with ease. One day, startled by the unexpected roar of a delivery truck, Midnight's conscious mind gives way. Rule number 1 kicks in: seek shelter. The dark space under the truck, momentarily stationary, seems like an ideal bolt hole. Midnight dashes towards it, convinced it is finding safety. Moments later, a car speeds by, its horn blaring a warning. Midnight, now trapped beneath the parked truck, hears the sudden shriek. Rule number 3 takes hold. Retreat to where you came from, the perceived safety. It darts out from beneath the truck, right into the path of the next approaching vehicle. The ancient program, perfect for escaping a predator in the dense shrubbery of the Pyrenees or a territorial rival in the bustling markets of Cairo, is catastrophically misaligned with the speed and scale of modern traffic. This is not a lack of intelligence, it is a profound instinctual override. The cat isn't choosing to be reckless. It is being driven by millions of years of evolutionary programming that simply hasn't caught up to the last 100 years of human innovation. Their evolution forged them as apex, solitary predators, independent and self-sufficient. Every decision, every reaction is geared towards solitary survival, without reliance on external signals or communal warnings. Their world is one of individual action, where cunning and quick reflexes are paramount, not collective awareness or shared understanding of complex dangers. Dogs, by contrast, run a profoundly different operating system. Their ancestry traces back to pack wolves, creatures of communal living, cooperative hunting, and intricate social structures. This lineage has hardwired them with a completely distinct set of survival protocols. Dogs are designed to read signals, to trust leaders, and to wait for the opportune moment. They are creatures of patience and observation, qualities that directly translate into greater safety in an urban environment. Their pack mentality means they are inherently receptive to external cues. A dog understands hierarchy and authority, whether that's another dominant dog or its human companion. This makes them highly trainable. They can learn the rules of the road. They can be taught to sit at a curb, to wait for a command, to recognize the danger of moving vehicles. This isn't just learned behavior. It's built upon a foundation of ancient instincts that value caution, observation, and adherence to social norms. A dog in the dense, bustling Shibuya crossing in Tokyo might be overwhelmed by sensory input, but its innate programming guides it to look to its human for direction, to understand the signals of the crowd, and to exhibit patience. Consider a loyal sheepdog named Buster, working on a farm in the remote Scottish Highlands. He is accustomed to the open land, but also to the occasional vehicle on the single-track roads. When a car approaches, Buster's wolfish instincts kick in. He observes, he assesses, he looks to his master, the shepherd, for a signal. If the shepherd holds up a hand, Buster understands it means to halt. He waits, not just out of obedience, but because his ancestors survived by understanding the nuances of their environment and the directives of their pack leaders. This capacity for patience, for learning, for deferring to a perceived leader is what separates the canine from the feline in this crucial context. Take Max, an urban companion dog living in the heart of Paris, France. Max's daily routine involves walks through busy streets and parks. His human, an attentive owner, has spent countless hours training him. When they approach a street, Max automatically sits at the curb. He doesn't bolt, he doesn't hiss. He observes the traffic, looks at his human, and waits for the specific command, cross. This isn't a miracle. It's the beautiful outcome of a deep evolutionary predisposition. Dogs possess an inherent capacity for interspecies communication, honed through thousands of years of shared existence with humans. They are masters at reading body language, vocal tones, and subtle cues. This means they can be taught not just basic commands, but complex safety protocols. They understand consequence in a way that solitary hunters do not. A wolf pack survival depends on the cooperation of its members, on shared vigilance, and on learning from collective experience. If one wolf acts rashly, it can endanger the entire group. This ancient lesson, adapted for domestic life, becomes the dog's greatest asset on a busy street. Even a stray dog, without direct human training, often exhibits a more cautious approach than a stray cat. While it may not understand traffic laws, its instincts compel it to observe, to assess, to look for patterns, and to be wary of large, fast-moving objects. It might linger at the edge of the road, watching the flow, waiting for a perceived lull, rather than making an immediate, panicked dash. The innate understanding of cause and effect, the social learning, and the ability to process complex external signals provide a layer of protection that the cat's solitary hunter code simply does not. The core of this distinction lies in what evolutionary biologists call evolutionary mismatch. It's a situation where traits and behaviors that were highly adaptive in an ancestral environment become maladaptive in a drastically altered modern one. For cats, their predatory success depended on acute sensitivity to movement, quick bursts of speed, and the ability to disappear instantly. These traits are survival marvels in a jungle or desert, like the vast expanses of the Arabian Peninsula, where a sandcat hunts alone. But on a 6-lane highway in Dubai, these same instincts become lethal traps. Imagine a swift-footed gazelle in the African plains, its instinct to flee at the first sign of danger. This is a perfect adaptation. But what if that danger was a low-flying agricultural drone, something entirely outside its evolutionary experience? Its ingrained flight response might send it hurtling into a fence it normally avoids. Similarly, an eagle soaring over the Rocky Mountains, built for grand sweeping dives, might be utterly disoriented by a dense fog, its innate navigational skills useless in the absence of visual cues. Cats' nervous systems are designed for immediate, explosive reactions. They are primed for fight or flight in a binary sense, often with little room for nuanced evaluation when panic sets in. Their independence, a cornerstone of their success as solitary hunters, means they are less inclined to trust or interpret signals from other species, including humans. This is why you can offer food to a stray cat and it might eat while still hissing or maintaining a wary distance. It's not confused, it's running both programs simultaneously, the instinct to survive and the instinct to maintain absolute vigilance against potential threats. There's no fundamental trust in an outsider in their ancient code, even if that outsider provides sustenance. Dogs, conversely, were selected for cooperation. Their ancestors thrived by working together, by reading the intentions of packmates, and eventually by aligning with humans. This co-evolutionary path means their brains are wired to interpret human gestures, vocalizations, and even emotional states. They possess a greater capacity for learned safety behaviors because their evolutionary heritage prepared them for a complex, socially interdependent existence. A dog running alongside a tribal hunter in the outback of Australia understands cooperation and shared objectives in a way a solitary dingo might not. The difference extends beyond mere road safety. It speaks to the fundamental ways these two species perceive and interact with the world. A cat's world is often one of self-reliance, of subtle territory marking, and of watchful independence. Their emotional responses are often internalized or expressed through swift, decisive action rather than overt communication meant for group cohesion. This doesn't make them any less affectionate or intelligent, but it does mean their default settings for self-preservation prioritize instantaneous, solo reactions. A dog's world is often one of relationship, of seeking approval, of understanding their place within a social hierarchy. Their emotional responses are often outward-facing, designed to communicate their status, their intentions, and their needs to their pack or family. This social intelligence, which allows a border collie to herd sheep in the Welsh valleys or a service dog to guide its human through the streets of New York City, is the very trait that also enables them to better navigate the dangers of our constructed environments. The survival codes are constantly running, shaping every choice, every reaction. The same powerful instincts that allowed a wild African wildcat to survive the arid expanses of the Kalahari Desert, or a tenacious mountain lion to thrive in the remote wilderness of the Andes, are now playing out on our city streets. When confronted with a rapidly approaching metal behemoth, the CATS program says, disappear, fight, retreat to safety. Each command, optimized for a predator-prey dance in natural terrain, becomes deadly on tarmac. The dog's program, however, rooted in the collective wisdom of the pack, offers a different set of instructions. Observe the leader, learn the rules, trust in guidance. This difference, forged in ancient forests and open plains, explains why one species often finds itself in tragic conflict with modern infrastructure, while the other, through shared evolution and adaptability, finds a way to coexist. This concept isn't exclusive to domesticated animals. Consider an ibex navigating the treacherous cliffs of the Pyrenees. Its entire life is dictated by instincts for grip, balance, and recognizing predatory birds of prey like the golden eagle. But if a sudden, unprecedented environmental change, like a massive rock slide blocking its ancestral migration path, were to occur, its deeply ingrained instincts might not offer the best solution. It might stubbornly try to find a way over, rather than adapt to a completely new route, because its code prioritizes established paths. Or think of the mighty lion in the grasslands of the Masai Mara. Its instincts are finely tuned for hunting vast herds, asserting dominance, and protecting its pride. Introduce an unexpected human settlement with electric fences, and the lion's instincts for territorial patrol and seeking vulnerable prey might lead it into conflict with these new artificial barriers. Its ancient code, perfect for the savanna, can be a liability against modern human constructs. The fundamental truth remains: evolution is a slow, methodical sculptor. It takes countless generations to re-engineer a species' core programming. The rapid acceleration of human civilization, with its artificial landscapes and unprecedented threats, has created a chasm between ancient instinct and modern reality. So, the next time you witness a dog calmly awaiting its cue at the curb, and a cat impulsively darting across the road as if immune to danger, remember the profound evolutionary tales unfolding before your eyes. One animal carries the legacy of the pack, its survival tied to observation, cooperation, and learned patience. The other, the solitary hunter, carries the ancient, unyielding code of independence, quick action, and self-reliance, a code that now tragically clashes with the demands of our engineered world. It is a silent battle fought every day on our streets, where survival codes forged in ancient wildernesses mean the literal difference between life and death. The feline's primal wisdom, a testament to its enduring spirit, sometimes becomes its greatest vulnerability. The canine's adaptable social intelligence, a product of millennia of shared journeys, becomes its silent guardian. This insight offers not just understanding, but also a call for greater awareness and compassion for creatures navigating a world that their ancestors could never have conceived. We must recognize these inherent programs not as flaws, but as echoes of magnificent evolutionary journeys playing out amidst the unforgiving realities of modern life.